hair, long dark hair with a beard, a goatee. She's like two people past him.
I got mad just in time.
Oh yeah, they got the camera.
Oh yeah, isn't that neat? Okay, I got it. I'll just put this away. Okay. I wouldn't worry about that. Spartans play
Welcome.
basketball.
Good evening, class of 2013.
They're graduating in 2013.
I know, but
Families, friends, members of the Lansing Community College Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, distinguished guests. Welcome to LCC's 55th commencement on this lovely evening in the great state of Michigan. I am Brent Knight, President of LCC, and it is my honor to preside over this celebration of achievement for the class of 2013. To sing our national anthem, I'm pleased to introduce Susanna LaForge. Ms. LaForge is a voice major at LCC studying under Professor Lydia Harris. Ms. LaForge.
why is she doing that?
Please rise and remain standing after the national anthem. And gentlemen, please remove your caps. I would like to ask for a moment of silence in honor of the men and women from Lansing Community College and the greater community who serve and have served our nation in the armed forces. We thank them for their service. Please be seated. On the platform this evening are members of the Lansing Community College Board of Trustees, distinguished guests, and college leaders. I would like to introduce them. As I call your name, please rise and remain standing. And would the audience please hold your applause until all the names have been read. Board of Trustees Chair Larry Meyer. Vice Chair, and a change in our program this evening, our commencement speaker, Edward Woods III. Secretary of the Board, Robin Smith. Trustee Jerry Hollister. Trustee Deborah Kanja. Trustee Lawrence Hidalgo. Trustee Robert Proctor. Senior Vice President of Finance and Administration, Lisa Webb-Sharp. Our distinguished alumnus this evening, Milton L. Scales. Our acting provost, Jack Bergeron. Academic Senate President, Alex Azima. Dean of Students, Dr. Evan Montague. Faculty Association President, Cindy Story. The Dean of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Michael Nealon. Dean of Extended Learning, Dr. Jean Morsilio. Dean of Health and Human Services, Margie Clark. And Dean of Technical Careers, George Berkman. I would like to recognize our conductor this evening, Dr. Gary Sullivan, and members of the Lansing Concert Band. Our sign language interpreter program graduates account for more than half of all educational interpreters in Michigan. We are proud to have lead faculty member Brenda Cartwright and the top student interpreter, April Davison, interpret our commencement ceremony this evening. And thank you for your service too. Graduation is truly an important milestone, not only for our graduates, but for our faculty, staff, and the family and friends who support them. Graduation is the culmination of what Lansing Community College is all about. People of all ages in taking the next step in enhancing their quality of life. And at the center of all of this, outstanding faculty. This year is the start of a new tradition at Lansing Community College, and in the processional this evening, the president of our faculty senate led carrying the mace. And it's my distinct honor to introduce the president of LCC's Academic Senate and the leader of our processional, Professor Alex Azima. And on behalf of all of us, to all the faculty, thank you for all that you do to teach and assist students so that they can achieve their academic goals. Graduates, I know I speak for all of us when I say that we are proud of your accomplishments and wish you continued personal and professional success. At this time in our ceremony, it is our honor to present the 23rd Distinguished Alumni Award. Trustee Robert Proctor will present this honor. Trustee Proctor.
Thank you, President Knight. Good evening, graduates and stars. I'm certain that among you are future distinguished alumni, and I look forward to the day you join us on the stage. It is a pleasure to be with you this evening to honor a former student, a personal friend, and a fraternity brother. The Distinguished Alumnus Award is presented each year to an alumnus of the college who has made significant contributions through his career and his involvement in his community. It is a privilege and honor to introduce this year's recipient, Milton L. Scales. Mr. Scales received his associate's degree from Lansing Community College in 1995. He received a Bachelor of Science degree in Community Development and a Master of Science degree in Administration from Central Michigan University. He is also a 2005 Fellow of the Michigan Political Leadership Program at Michigan State University. Mr. Scales is CEO and President of ML Scales and Associates, a political and environmental consulting firm, and is an elected trustee of the Charter Township of Meridian. Mr. Scales served a distinguished career in law enforcement. He began his law enforcement career as a Detroit police officer in 1977, prior to joining the state of Michigan 3 years later. Mr. Scales served 30 years as a Michigan conservation officer in the Michigan Departments of Natural Resources and Environmental Quality. During the 15 years preceding his retirement from the state of Michigan, he served as the chief of the Office of Criminal Investigations. As the highest ranking law enforcement officer for the state of Michigan Department of Environmental Quality, Mr. Scales directed a statewide force of environmental conservation officers. He served as an advisor to the St. Clair County Community College Institute of Homeland Security Training Center, chaired the Michigan Emergency Planning and Community Right to Know Committee, and served on the Michigan Citizen Community Emergency Response Coordinating Council. Though I've shared with you some of Mr. Scales' professional and career achievements, I think you ought to know of his dedication and commitment to community service and improving the quality of life and opportunities for those in the greater Lansing area. Mr. Scales serves as a mentor in the Lansing Public Schools. He directs our fraternity's mentor program in the Lansing schools. He constantly volunteers to assist civic and community organizations in carrying out their programs and providing services. He's a member of the board of directors of Camp Highfields and also on the board of directors of Volunteers in America. Milton Scales epitomizes what it means to give back to the community. I'm very proud to present the 2013 LCC Distinguished Alumnus Award to Milton L. Scales.
Chair of the Lansing Community College Board of Trustees, Larry Meyer, will introduce our commencement speaker.
Thank you, Dr. Knight. First of all, let me take a moment to congratulate the class of 2013. You've worked hard, you've persisted, and you've achieved one of life's most important goals that anyone can achieve. And I know all of you will go on, your enthusiasm and love of learning will continue, and you can have a wonderful career and life ahead of you. I also want to thank all your supporters up in the balcony, friends, and relatives that came here to see this very, very special day for you. And there's a lot on there, and congratulations to all of you folks that have helped to make this day possible. Mark Samia is somewhere in the air between here and Houston due to the risk and peril of modern airfare, or modern air carrier, mechanical problems, weather between here and Texas. So we have another speaker. It is my distinct honor to introduce a colleague who serves with me on the Board of Trustees at Lansing Community College. Edward Woods III was elected to the Board of Trustees in November 2007. He currently serves as Vice Chair and is a member of the Audit Committee. He completed his undergraduate studies at Oakwood University in Huntsville, Alabama, earned his master's degree in public administration from Western Michigan University. Trustee Woods is Director of Learning and Leadership Experience for the Michigan Society of Association Executives. He previously served in senior executive roles at the state of Michigan and the Michigan Workforce Development System, and as a trustee at Lake Michigan College and Oakwood University. Trustee Woods has a heart for community service and volunteers wherever the opportunity arises. He received the Most Valuable Volunteer Award from Rio Elementary School and Lansing Public Schools, where he still volunteers today as a mentor. What a valuable service that is. He serves his church as Director of Public Affairs and Religious Liberty, and as a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, Kappa Delta Lambda Charter of Lansing. He has a passion for higher education and works hard as a trustee to ensure that everyone in our community has an opportunity to attend LCC. It is a privilege and an honor for me to introduce to you Trustee Edward Woods III. Mr. Woods.
Good evening. I got some energy. Good evening. And welcome to this great graduation. Can we give the graduates a round of applause? To my fellow colleagues, the Lansing Community College Board of Trustees, chaired by Larry Meyer, President Dr. Britt Knight, the executive leadership team, faculty, staff, and of course the distinguished and never duplicated LCC class of 2013. It is truly my privilege and honor to provide brief remarks for your consideration as you open up doors of opportunities, continue your vision for victory, and pathway for purpose in your life as you continue to inspire others. Harriet Tubman stated, "Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars to change the world." Graduates, you are stars. That's right, each and every one of you are stars. You're successful, thankful, accountable, respectable, and willing to serve others. Tonight you will receive your diploma or certificate as a result of successfully completing the requirements for your degree. Your sweat equity braved the rigorous challenges of nursing, weathered the storm of alternative energy, and refuted the echoes of defeat. Because tonight, you can simply say, we did it. Yes, we did it. It's we because it is never about an individual celebration, but a journey in pursuit of excellence where sacrifices have been made, both professionally and personally, where words of encouragement fuel your inner desire and pats on the back change despair to hope. It's we because no one pulled themselves up by their own bootstraps. It's we because you rely and rally on the support of your parents, grandparents, spouse, siblings, children, and friends. Tonight, they are here to witness your success. However, without them, you would not be here. Let's give your parents, grandparents, spouse, siblings, children, and friends a round of applause. Come on, grandparents, you can do better than that. You are thankful tonight not just because you are the recipient of one of the more than 280 associate degree and certificate programs
offered at Lansing Community College, where 26 of those associate degrees can be completely earned online. You are thankful because when you think about success, you're reminded of that teacher that sparked your interest in a particular subject, propelled you to excellence, and provided a shoulder for you to lean on when things got hectic on the job, at home, or even in school. Brad Henry stated, "A good teacher can inspire hope, ignite the imagination, and instill a love of learning." It's because of the quality of our faculty, Lansing Community College could boast of 75% of the trained health professionals in the area were trained at LCC. More veterans attend Lansing Community College than any other community college in Michigan, and more than 5,000 LCC students successfully transfer to universities each year. You are thankful not just because you are successful, but because you had teachers pushing you along the way. Tonight, these same teachers are pushing you along the way, and they are also cheering for your success. Why don't you stand up and turn around and give the well-deserved faculty of LCC a round of applause. Accountable. How are you going to be accountable for what you accomplished tonight? Yes, you can post your degree on the wall, but what difference will you make in the world? Being accountable is more than just making someone happy or merely patting yourself on the back. What will this degree not only do for you, but how you will change the world? We all heard the phrase, we are all accountable for our actions. An anonymous author stated, excuses are tools of the incompetent, which build monuments of nothingness. Those who use them master them and seldom accomplish anything at all. You have a responsibility to be accountable for your actions. You are responsible for what you do with this degree and how you use this degree to maximize doors of opportunities as you continue to pursue excellence. You are accountable for the relationships that you make and the relationships that you make and the impact that they have on you. There are plenty of people with degrees who are behind bars and are still making excuses and building monuments of nothingness. With this degree, how are you going to make the nursing profession better? With this degree, how are you going to make sure ethics is a part of the workplace? With this degree, how are you going to contribute and make a meaningful difference in the lives of children, adults, and our elderly? How will you be accountable for your actions? Respectability. Your degree or certificate demonstrates your ability to earn the respect in your profession. It does not matter if you are in arts and sciences, health and human services, or career and technical programs. You stuck with it. You persevered. You did not quit. You were willing to ask for help. You broadened your knowledge, and now you are not ready to just stop and call it quits. You want more, and this is just a step on your continual and perpetual stairs of success. Albert Einstein stated, everyone should be respected as an individual, but no one idolized. Your degree does not make you better than someone else. Rather, it enables you to be grateful and have the respect to help someone else, whether you can show sympathy or empathy along the way. And finally, service to others. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. stated, never be afraid to do what's right, especially if the well-being of a person or animal is at stake. Society's punishments are small compared to the wounds we inflict on our soul when we look the other way. America is dealing with the ills of income inequality, illiteracy, and illicit behavior. Yet too many times we turn our heads and close our eyes and forget about our responsibility to provide service to others. This degree provides you more opportunities to assist and change and make your community better, not only for yourselves, but for future generations. Dr. King, when he made this quote, noticed in 1968, we had 25 million people in the United States in poverty. As of November of 2012, which are the latest statistics available, we now have 50 million people in poverty, and 20% are children. With all of this education, with all of this talent, and with all of this ability graduating year after year after year, what are we saying and how are we giving back? Our service to others is more than just an acknowledgement. It's about rolling up our sleeves and getting involved, whether it's mentoring a kid, whether it's working at the volunteering at the Literacy Council, whether it's assisting the elderly, whether it's working at the soup kitchen. Each of us, all of us, can give back and make a greater contribution to society. At LCC, our motto is where success begins. However, true success begins when we start to serve others. Ladies and gentlemen, you are stars tonight. Each and every one of you, bright stars, illuminating stars, sparkling stars, twinkling stars, but you will be shooting stars tomorrow. So if you fall, get back up and shoot for the stars. If people talk against you, let your actions speak for themselves and shoot for the stars. Turn your tragedies into triumphs and shoot for the stars. Change your defeat into victory and shoot for the stars. Instead of being bombarded by critics, show compassion and shoot for the stars. Instead of accepting mediocrity, pursue excellence and shoot for the stars. Don't wallow in despair. Create your own pathway for success and shoot for the stars. Forget about reading the headlines. Make your own headlines and shoot for the stars. There's no need to seek fame. Find a fortune in helping others and shoot for the stars. And even when the stars you admire fall to the challenges presented to them in life, you continue to shoot for the stars. And as a star that's soon to be an alumni, you are another representative how Lansing Community College continues to serve the learning needs of a changing community. 2003 graduates of LCC, I salute you as you continue to shoot for the stars.
Thank you, Trustee Woods. And now, Acting Provost Jack Bergeron will present the candidates for associate degrees and certificates of achievement.
It is my pleasure, on behalf of the faculty of Lansing Community College, who have assessed and confirmed their qualifications, to present the candidates for the associate degree and certificate of achievement. Will the candidates please rise and be recognized by the audience? Please be
and remain seated until the marshals direct your roll to proceed to the stage. I invite President Knight, trustees, and deans to please come forward to present the diplomas. I would like to acknowledge Bill Motz and Andrew Latham, members of the LCC Alumni Committee, and Dan McKeon, LCC Foundation Executive Director, who will be presenting each graduate with a memento as they exit the stage in recognition of their new status as LCC alumni.
Yay, Tony!
Yeah, I did. They want to take a picture of your mama walking across the stage, so.
Can you get done, Mama?
Jeanette Adams, cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa.
After you take a picture,
Barbara Perkowski. Brooke Sanford.
You can play it for.
Chihuahua Yang, magna cum laude. Courtney Hoover, magna cum laude. Kayla Knudsen, summa cum laude. Amanda Marin, cum laude. Lucy Camara. Brooke Carlson, cum laude. Lindsay Busquet, magna cum laude. Emily Willinger, cum laude. Katerina Yilama, summa cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Sankana Patel, magna cum laude. Anthony French.
get that diploma, boy!
Bernard Redmond. Stacy Navigator, summa cum laude. Krista Chingana, cum laude. Lindy Baines, summa cum laude. Natasha Christian, cum laude. Sheila Abwaji, magna cum laude.
What does your battery look like? What does your battery look like? I got one, something like that. I don't think
Stacy
mine's a little longer.
cum laude. Michelle Rassett Gilson, magna cum laude. Naomi Miller, magna cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa.
Right by the guy in the brown hair.
Quishante Matthews,
Don't bump me. Don't bump me.
Annette Fuwailu, Phi Theta Kappa, cum laude. Heather King,
Registered nurse.
Karthik
Kasha Prasad, cum laude. Brittany Volstromer. Jennifer Elaine Morley. Noelle Byrne. Emily Leah Kimmel. Sam Stiles.
That's how I am.
Michelle Friedel, summa cum laude. Jamie Kunith, magna cum laude. Heather Evans. April Davidson, cum laude.
Good job!
Anna Trupiano.
You guys ready?
Nicole Osha, cum laude.
Oh yeah!
Inertia Elmore.
Good job, Nikki! Right there. Go, Nikki!
Thanks, my girl!
William McCoyski, cum laude. Patricia Orton, cum laude. Linda Donaldson. Alyssa Irving. Nicholas Moore, magna cum laude. Jane Shepard, cum laude.
Nicole, victory dance! Nicole, victory dance!
That's your victory dance.
No, David!
Get in here. Taylor Lamont, cum laude. Andrea Daphne Van, magna cum laude. Alicia Lynn Cole.
I seen Dave the other day.
Hamida Abbas Al-Hussein.
Right across. Last set of sections of people in it.
Jason Codman.
Go, Davey!
Anthony Johnson.
Right at the rail. Right at the rail. Wearing a green shirt. See the camera that they got up there?
Oh, she's in the third row.
Brittany Kaczynski. Nicole Higginbotham, cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Corey Bryan. Susan Bigman, magna cum laude. Cody Forget, summa cum laude. Heather Woodworth, magna cum laude.
We had to make it.
Oh, no.
Oh, you're all right.
Dana McFarland, magna cum laude.